Senior year of college, I lived in a haunted house in Oxford, Ohio, which also happened to be around 100 years old. It started with small things. Myself and a few roommates would be sitting around in the living room and a basketball would roll in from the end of the hallway, or a poster would fall off a wall, or a mug would fall off a shelf.
The basketball rule in the living room is kind of tight, though. Like, ball is life. I've always said that.
He's just trying to run fives and, like, no one else, everyone's creeped out by him.
Dude, I love running fives.
We were all pretty unconcerned with the spirits and began to fondly refer to them as the ghouls.
Uh-huh.
That is until their activity started to get much more spooky.
Uh-oh.
Cue cum thunder. That's what he says. Sir, hold, sir.
Dave, cue the cum thunder.
All right. We started to hear things like whispers and footsteps in other rooms on a fairly regular basis. Our dog would get up from sleeping, begin barking at a corner, and then protectively sit at our feet, eyes locked on that same corner. A week later, my roommate told me he was alone in his room and had seen a shadowy figure with bright red eyes on the opposite side of his room in the corner. Okay.
Nope.
A lot of red.
It was just watching him. Then the figure began to hum a song. My roommate watched, paralyzed in fear, until the ghoul dissipated after a few minutes. The next night, my roommate claimed he had been in bed when his closet door slowly creaked open.
He explained what happened, and he says the next night. That means they stayed another night in this place. What are you doing?
They lived there.
Got it. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
I'm sleeping in my car.
If there's
at minimum, I'm sleeping in my car.
If there's a ghost humming at me, I'm like, yo, I'm out of here. I'll get a hotel until I can find. I'm breaking my lease. Fuck that shit. Get out. What are you doing? I'm sorry. I had to speak up.
The next night, my roommate claimed he had been in bed when his closet door slowly creaked open, and he saw the same figure with bright eyes humming for a few moments before vanishing. See, back-to-back humming. No. For a few months, the ghoulage died down until a few weeks before graduation. I was asleep alone in my room when I was woken up with the chills. While lying flat on my stomach in my bed, I spot a huddled mass of shadowy figures out of the corner of my eye. They seemed to be whispering to each other in a hushed, hurried tone. There was one shadowy figure in particular that was much closer to me, standing right next to my bed, watching me with two bright red eyes. The figure next to my bed snapped his face towards the others and shouted, "Shh, he's sleeping." At this moment, I shot my hand out to the figure, hoping to grab him, but just as I did, he and the huddle group vanished. Everyone plays it off like it was all in our heads. But between myself and my roommates, there's a shared understanding that there were certainly active spirits haunting the residents of Rock Bottom. Probably because you were living in a place called Rock Bottom. That probably didn't help.